What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Towa no Yugure, or Dusk Beyond the End of the something. This time with episode 3. I got introduced to another absolute caricature of a villain last episode, which I don't mind too much. I'm quite enjoying him so far. It's actually gone the opposite way. I used to have so many kind of caricature villains that meant nothing. Nowadays, every villain's got to have like multiple layers and be super complex, and you've got to be on their side. They've got to be like an anti-villain. It's actually almost a little bit refreshing, actually, to see a bit of a caricature, to be honest with you. And I love the voice actor as well, of course. But yeah, we ended up getting betrayed by that little girl who ended up getting her book from her parents destroyed anyway. Which, yes, it didn't really go well for her at all. She sold them out and she gained absolutely nothing from it. In fact, she's in an even worse situation. So yeah, it just tells you that was definitely not the right choice. But yeah, it was a decent episode last week. There's a few things I have an issue with, like her clothing design here. I'm really not a big fan of, but that's just a me thing. Let me know what you guys think about this episode though in the comments. Like, look how high tech that place looks. That looks like a Resident Evil underground facility or something. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Put out every week, but it's just like you have that, and then you contrast that with the village we're in episode 1. Just like night and day, isn't it? Pretty interesting thing brought up about the, I forget the names, but the clones as well, the kind of clone AI model things, all looking like her. You wonder what that's about. Like, even some of the outfits, some of these outfits look so current, and then some of the ones we've been used to in the last few episodes look like they're old as fuck from ages ago. I don't know why that guy reminds me of what's his name from Freer and Aita, is it? The guy in the back there. He looks a bit like a mixture of Himmel, just Himmel's hair color, and Aita, I think his name is. Dancing with you under the rainy summer sky. You did. Well, we really just kind of ended the situation here, didn't we? Like, how did we get here? Feels like we skipped a couple of minutes. What about you guys? Like, if you've ever seen a spy movie or anything, some of the best parts are them just like trying to get in. So they're some of the most tense best segments, but I just kind of skip that here, I guess. Oh, Baka-san. Again, those black subtitles really aren't great, are they? But especially when like the background's dark, it's really hard to read. Not the best choice from whoever subtitled this episode. I think any other color probably would have done that okay. Wow, what is going on right now? This all feels so quick. Like, we were in this almost the same situation last episode, were we not? And it's like we literally taken what, a minute to get here. I don't know, maybe I missed something at the end of the last episode, but this feels awfully quick, right? It was like, oh, we'll just skip the foreplay, get to the action. Sorry to complain again, but how did that cut upwards? Should that not have cut them horizontally? Oh, I deep in there, bloody hell. Nasty. How do I think this is so fucking quick? So in these first 5 minutes of the episode, we had the opening, we broke into the facility, we broke her out, we beat the villain, all within 5 minutes, by the way. Ooh, bloody hell. Do you want to speed run the episode anymore? Ouch. Do you reckon that's something akin to how our main character got healed? Like, because I'm still not really sure if he's like, is he part android? Is he full human? Like, clearly he should have died. So there's got to be some kind of crazy android healing, or he got like implemented with android parts or something. Still not really sure on that front. Not sure we're ever gonna cover it. Like, damn, they really just done a Nami there, didn't they? They absolutely just done a Nami right there. Not very subtly either. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not really sure if we'll ever get to too many of the questions I was asking in that first episode. Feels like it's a very different show from when I say first episode, I mean episode 0. Feels like a very different show from episode 0 to now, doesn't it? Again, really not a big fan of this. Wow, you just covered 1/10. But yeah, personal preference. Personal preference, I guess. I kind of wish it wasn't, but yeah. So yeah, as I said earlier, forgive me. I keep complaining, but forgive me for not feeling any kind of way about this, considering we just literally fucking speed ran everything. It was like, oh, you know what? You guys know how it goes. Here, we'll just go through it quickly because you know how it's gonna go. Men in Black. I, group date thing. Let's see. So is he building up a harem here? Is that what's going on? Or I guess an Elsie. Whatever you want to call it. And what are your feelings? We literally just sped round your arc. What are your feelings exactly? You felt bad for betraying them because he just saved you, and that's it. That's all we've heard from you. You betrayed them last episode, and the only thing we've covered from you as a character today is that you felt bad for betraying them. Is there anything else to your character apart from this fucking crappy fan service? Well, at least, but it's just like you expect me. You now want to make a family with us? Funny, we've had like 2 minutes of you guys together on screen. That just feels terribly done, in my opinion. I feel like that was done terribly. What the fuck is that? What are these developments? Forgive me, but that's just bad writing, right? Dano. A knife. A knife is what you pulled out there. This guy fancy. How's that Sung Jin Woo's voice actor right there? Oh god. Yeah, we literally got like these weird. I remember using that weapon. I think it was on Call of Duty World at War, right? I forget what it's called. It's something very similar looking. Kind of looks like a Tommy gun, but the barrel is on top. So I can't. Yeah, I don't really know. I've got no idea what's going on here, by the way. I've heard of that before. I think isn't that similar premise to Hunter x Hunter's current arc? Only 2 people showed up. Or do you reckon these are the only 2 left? This kind of looks like that place from Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite for years, but kind of that place in the middle of the map that's surrounded by water. That was a terrible spot. That was. Never want to go there. There's some good loot, but you don't want to be in the middle of a river in a battle royale. I did strike me as there's some pretty Italian. I literally just got finished watching Beccano, so quite Italian. There's some fancy ass names of that show, but they had quite a few Italian names, and some of these sounded quite similar. Bit of a shame because I love her voice actor. I love her voice actress. She's so good. Shame they just absolutely skipped over this girl as a character in her entirety. Talking like that, we barely know this girl as well, don't we? It's because we keep introducing. I'm not sure about you guys, but we keep introducing so many characters. This is our third town, city, location that we've been in. The first episode, I think, done a pretty well done job at kind of showing us a few things about like the village and such. It was quite small. It was compact. Like we spent a bit of time there. But this is our third place. We barely knew anything about the place we were just at. This place is just Italy. It's just bloody Italy right here. And with that, you're obviously introducing a lot of characters as well. Looks like we've got a new villain every episode, and it's just introducing a lot. New place, new villain, new characters you should care for. It's just like a lot going on here very quickly and very don't really care about it. There's no sense of urgency or interest in any of what I just said. Keep being introduced from my point of view, to be honest, because you feel like next episode they're just going to move on to new people and a new place. So why should I care about these guys now? Especially considering the very much lack of effort put into any of it, seemingly, on a writing standpoint. Are they his LCs? Would you call them? Damn. It's not actually that much when you think about it. What was there, like 10 drinks there? What do you guys think is going to happen here? Because I expected this right from the off. Not sure about you guys. Like I keep saying, it's just like it feels predictable. It feels like there's lack of, yeah. This was guaranteed. Like this was guaranteed to happen. Like yeah. yeah, she's clearly going to take an interest in him. It's like, it's so obvious. Which is exactly what we did want to say. Old sleep. So predictable, man. Like, I don't know. I'm really starting, like, especially this episode has been quite egregious. Last episode wasn't, like, it was alright, but it wasn't anything promising. I think this show has, like, I was really interested in the first episode. I think it had a pretty amazing premise. And then since then, it's just turned into this very cliche, predictable fantasy show that you've seen many times over. And we lost the interesting part about the AI and the, like, morals and so on. We're just totally, well, I was interested in anyway. We're just totally kind of not covering that anymore. So fucking brother. Hope so. Not even step brother. Actual brother. Oh dear. I can't believe they just, like, this is such a easy thing for these guys. It is essentially marriage, right? An open marriage, and they just so casually ask people like this. It's brazen, isn't it? But yeah, honestly, pretty awful episode in my opinion. Last episode didn't give me much hope, but this one is giving me less hope, and it is on a bit of a downward trend, which kind of sucks. This character, you're literally, like, you're left to make up her story and such in the worst way possible. It kind of feels like they're just giving it to us in the ending here. Got more in this ending than I did during the last couple of episodes with her. But yeah, it's just like, oh, she's now the cute side character. She betrayed us, and now she's on our side after thinking she done a bad thing, and that's it. That's her whole character arc. No delve into it. No nothing. You guys heard my thoughts. Not impressed by this episode at all. So, it's with what I said there. Now, what do you expect me to think for next episode? What you expect me to think for next episode is we're going to be introduced to a new villain next episode. We're going to go to a new city next episode, and it probably won't be the case. Ironically enough, I'll say this now, and we'll probably end up staying here and focus on this a bit more. But it just, like, what do you expect me to think when every episode is almost been the same thing happened 3 times now? These 3 episodes have been almost a repeat of each other. It does look like we're going to stay here next episode, but then again, last episode felt like we'd stay in that setting a bit longer and we didn't, so who knows. But yeah, sorry for complaining so much, but it really was just not a great episode, and just a steady decline in this. Especially, again, the drop off of that first episode for me has been such a big drop off. I really enjoyed that first episode. It actually brought up some things I was interested in hearing about, and we just totally forgot about that. We just totally, like, maybe not forgot is the wrong word, but just, like, totally just got rid of any interest I had in, like, androids and AI and the kind of future of things, and we're just, like, in some kind of very cliche fantasy now. It's just like, yeah, not really a fan of where this is gone direction wise. Those first 5 minutes were crazy. I won't even get into that again. Those first 5 minutes could have been an episode or two by themselves. Probably should have been. And yeah, pretty interesting stuff with this family situation though. I mean, even this is like a bit cliche. It's usually like the stepbrother or something though. So that's the name. That's the word I'm kind of keep bringing up here. It's like the perfect word for it. Cliche. It's been a huge cliche, which again I said was quite good with the villains. Unfortunately, the villains, they literally just got tossed away within a second, which I don't care an awful lot about, but it's just like give them a little bit of love, give them a little bit of something, give them a little bit of screen time. But yeah, cliche. That is certainly the word for the show, isn't it? It's predictable and cliche, which is a shame because it wasn't that in that first episode. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Again, apologies for complaining the whole episode. Probably will drop this quite soon if it does keep going on this downward trend. Leave a like if you did somehow enjoy the reaction, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for episode 4.